هذا نسوي تست الحين. هذا اكس خلاص الكابتشن نقول
خلص
19 ثواني. هذا نسوي تست الحين. هذا اكس خلاص الكابتشن نقول
خلص
19 ثواني. Hi everyone. Today we are going to use the Access software program to do one of our project in our course. This project actually has been done by Abu Bakr Nasser, Ahmed Al-Askari, Ali Bilkhair and Isa Al-Junabi. This project is going to talk about the Lulu company in around the world. And our project specialized in the cycle of the sales. As you can see at the Access program, we have been created different parts of tables. So as we see here, first of all, we created 4 different tables with different names. And after that, we create queries, 4 different queries. And after that, we created 4 different forms. And at the end of the all, we created different reports with different labels, and we converted to the Excel sheet. So right now I'm going to leave my place to my partner Ali Bilkhair to talk about the different types of tables.
Thank you, my friend Abu Bakr, my partner Abu Bakr. As my partner Abu Bakr explained, actually we divide the Lulu company into 4 categories as a business cycle. For the tables, we made 4 tables. 4 tables for in the business cycle. We categorize them into customer table and employee table and product table and the after sales service table. As you know, when we sell the products, we expect that some customers will they return back our products. So in the first, as you see here, the customer table. Actually, we record for 20 customers in the customer table, and with different information. Their different information, they are categorized into 20 columns. As you see here, we put the first name for the customer and the last name and the city, country, email, phone, the non-employees, discount rate, and the customer sense, credit limit, defect, notes, and the last one, invoice. These all information related to our customers, as I mentioned in the first. So if you make some techniques or make some change, you can go to view, then click here. After that, all columns or all fields are categorized as you see into these, as you see, first name, last name, city, but you can make some techniques in this area. You can click here, as you see, first name is shown like short text or long text. There are different choices, but we chose short text because it's too short words. If you want, we have long words or statements, we can't choose long text, but we put it as a short text. And the same thing, we put it for last name and for the city and for the country. Email, actually, we put it as a hyperlink. For the phone, we put it number. Anything is dealing with numbers, we put it as number, like phone or non-employees, discount rate. They are dealing with numbers, so we put it as a number. Customer sense is dealing with the time or date, so you will find date or time in these categories. So when you click again on the view, we put it yes. Then these our customers and customer table. The second table, actually, we put it for the product that we sell. The product, actually, we record 20 product 20 different products we are selling every day, like as you see, product name, or and the product type, quantity sold, the price, and the profit, the size, and the made in, which mean which country our product that's made in, delivery date, expired date, notes, and invoice number. And if we want to make also some changes in these, we make some techniques in our product table. Also, we can click here and view. And as I explained before, short text for two short words like product name, product type, and price, profit is dealing with the currency, and it's shown here in these categories. So, and also the size, the quantity sold, made in, delivery date, expiry, we put it as yes and no. Here in this area, also you can put some techniques or some changes, like currency for decimal places, you put it as 2 decimal places or 1 decimal places, as you want. We click again on view, and this is all information about the product that we sell. The third table, actually, as I mentioned, we have 4 tables, but the third table is about employee table. Employee table, it contains our employee in the company. Actually, we have 20 employees with their names and their last names. So we categorize our employee into their company, into their address, wait a moment, and their country, and their city, their customer picture, employee experience. We have employees, some of experience. They are working, some of our employees more than 15 years, and some of them working as 3 years or 8 years. So we put that experience for our employee, and also we put their email, their fax number, and notes. And as I explained before, we put it again in view to make some techniques or some change. Their choices, you can put anything, and here also some techniques you put it for the field size or for format for input mask. And the last table, actually, we put it for after sales services. As I mentioned before, after we sell the product, we expect that some customers will return back for warranty or for something like that, but some customers, they will return back the product. So we categorize these products that it will return back for us. So we categorize them. Here we mention 20 products that are returned back for this month, and we categorize them under returned quantity. How many products for how many quantity for one product that returned back this month, and product name, product type, returned amount, and the size, and mid-in, and so on. So also we can click on view and make some changes, make some techniques. Also we can make some techniques here. So these 4 basic tables about the business cycle in the Lulu Center, and I will. So I will let my friend to continue to explain to you the form.
Thank you, my friend Ali. A form is about empty boxes that we can design it to a specific size. We can edit, delete, and arrange a box with as we like. The purpose of the form is that we can create a particular form that we can put a specific information for a particular field directly in the database file. We can arrange in this project
شو مشكلة؟
يا صباح الخير.
شو وقفت اثنين؟
يا أحلى صباح. هذا مو براضي يبطل.
شو؟
ها. This time employee is already opened.
والله يا شباب، والله مصيبة وراء بدور مصيبة.
خير ان شاء الله، لسه لا تقول مصيبه يا اخي.
الله مصيبة.
طيب،
تعرف
طيب.
ها؟
طيب.
أنا مو أقدر أتري والله. يا أخي
وين وصلت انت؟ عرفت وين وصلت الحين؟
لا وين علي راح؟ الفلاش مو براضي.
وين
ما رضي يبطل.
وين
الفورم.
وين؟
شو
اي واحد.
الفورمز هذا ما
بطل.
بطل الفورمز هذا ما براضي يبطل ولا فورم.
اسمعوا يا شباب، والله العظيم لازم أروح الدوام والله.
يلا ما في مشكلة، بنقول للأستاذ أبو حمد.
زين وين وصلت انت؟
وين وصل؟ وين علي راح؟
وين وصلت عيسى؟ وين وصلت؟
بدأ يتكلم بس طلعت منه.
وين وصلت في الورقة؟ وين وصلت في الورقة؟
وصل الأول. وين وصل أبو حمد؟
وصلت لين هنا لين فايل. والله سموح يا جماعة، والله
ما في
سموح. يعني أنا دوام.
بطل الفلاش، بطل من الفلاش يا أخي.
نبطل واحد جديد.
والله شكله من كمبيوتر.
زين عيسى، ما تقدر تقرأ على السريع شي مرة واحدة؟ إذا تبطلت وياك ما تقدر تقرأ على السريع مرة واحدة؟
حطيت حق عمر الزين وقت على أساس إنه ألحق لما أوصل دوام.
الساعة كم لازم توصل دوام؟
هناك الساعة 9، يعني وين 9 ل 10 لازم أكون هناك. الحين عندي نص ساعة ومشي لين الطريق هناك ولين الدرب داخل أبو ظبي.
بس حسب كمل الورقة، بس كمل الورقة، لا تتكلم وايد، بس كمل الورقة وهذا لأنك بديت عرفت؟ هذا شغال الحين شغال.
ليش استوى؟
ما أعرف، المهم
شيك على الكل، شيك على الكل. مو ناقص إني أنا أتحرك فلاشك قاعد يتحرك. المشكلة
ما في
حتى على
مشكلة، ما
الطاولة.
في مشكلة. هذا شغال، كله شغال. ها
مجرد ما تسحب الفلاش حطه على الطاولة.
خليني أقرأ على السرير.
اوكي حط على الطاولة وحط الفلاش، ما في مشكلة. اوكي ما حيتحرك. اوكي سريع ابو عيسى، ما في مشكلة. إنه سوينا كل شيء، ما في داعي نخرب الموضوع نهايته، صح ولا لا؟
هو كلام صح لكن
بس الدوام صح.
الدوام
زين شوف خلي يتكلم عن 1 2 و3. هذا وهذا وهذا.
الريبورت هذا.
لا انت شو بتتكلم عن الفورمز؟ هذا الفورمز شغال 1 2.
الليبلز شوفها شغال. اول شيء الليبلز
خلي يخلص الريال، بعدين نتكلم عن
يلا
الليبلز. زين يلا تعال كمل ابو عيسى. 1 2.
الحين شوي
وين ابو بكر؟ ما شغلت التسجيل انت؟
اثنين اللي سجل.
سكرته يا جماعة. سويتها
3. كمل.
The third one is customer data, and the last one is sales. We have used the query rather than tables in this step because it required to be mixed information, which helps us to set up information easily. We can use the blank form, but we used the form design because it's simplified from the query table. Now, my friend will continue from this part.
Well, I appreciate for my friends, and right now I'm going to talk about the queries in general. Actually, as you know, the queries we have made 4 different tables for it, and the first one is called after sales services queue, which is queries, compare sold with return, customer data, and the last one is sales query. For each of them, actually, we have divided. Actually, it's like a features on the Access program. When you come on the view, click on it, so you can see the table that you want to use here. All right. And it has like a field, table, sort, show, criteria, or. So the query actually, it helps you to sort out or to find some informations in a simpler way. So for example here, we just click on the ID employees, and we want to sort it and to see the information of the employee table and the first name of the employee table, last name of the employee table. So those are one table. So we want to find these information of the employee table. After that, we want to find also the ID and product name, product type, return amount, and those are for the after sales services table. So when we click on them, and here it's show. When you click on this show, so you can make it shown, or if you or if you take it the tick way, so it will not be shown there. So for example, if I want to see this table, I just come here and click run. So I can, the table is very simple and is organized. So when I come back to the view, it let me come back here to these table, which is the relationships or a combination between these tables. And the same thing for the compare sold with return queue and custom data. So it's organized as we write it down. Oh, let me talk right now about the relationships. When we come here to the database tool, and then we come to the relations, actually we can, all right, we can find the different 4 tables with their relations. But here it disappeared, and it shows this is the extra table. Okay, let me do it like a hide table, then come to the relationship. So as we can see here, the database tools, when we come to the relationship, actually the tables are here, but I think they are hidden. So when we click on show all, yeah, they are becoming here. So we can see the relations very clearly between those different tables. This is actually the extra one, so I'm going to hide it. So we can understand from this relation that we have a relation between the ID and product type from the after sales services table with the product table. You can see here the ID with the ID and the product type with the product type. And same thing for the employee T and customer T. You can see that they have a relationship in invoice, and here there's the same invoice. And the same thing for the defect, actually, for the customer T and the after sales services T. It's the relationship in defect. So when we came back, so as you can see here, the relationships are also shown in the, when we come to the query, design query. You can saw them here. When you click on it, it's also the relationship are here too. So that's all about the query. And right now I'm going to leave my place to my colleague Ahmed Al Askari to complete the reports and all of the rest of our speech.
Thank you, my friend Abu Bakr. Now we're going to talk about the reports and the labels. As you know, if you would like to, I would like now to talk about the report. As you know, if you any project in the world, if you do any project in the world, your boss gonna ask you to summarize this project in report. But if you use, but if you don't use some programs, it's gonna take you a lot of times to record these stuff, like inventory stuff, like Carrefour or something in and Lolo. They're going to take the employees many weeks to record these stuff. But if they use the Excel Access program, Microsoft Access, or Oracle, or any program, it's going to make this process more easy for them. Now we're going to talk first about the reports. As you know, as I mentioned, if you're gonna summarize this information without using this program, it's gonna take you many times. But thanks God, with this Microsoft Access, you're gonna do it in minutes. For example, if I'm gonna summarize the after sales service, it's easy. You can press in the table if you want to take only the information from the table. Or you can use the query if you are interested to use the after sales information in the query, which is already mixed with some information from the customer list or the employee list. For example, now I'm gonna show you something. If I want to make a report, I can use the report. This is gonna make all the reports directly from the table, or you can press on the query and press on the report. It's gonna show you all the documents there. Or you can use the another way, which is report design. You will make a report design, or many ways you can use. For example, here I'm gonna show you something. You can use the blank reports, which will show you all the tables you have, and you can drag this stuff to the table and summarize it as you want, and you can mix it with any stuff in the tables, or like the product or the customer list, which is easy for you. Also, you can use the report. You can use this report wizard, which will make it easy for you to choose whatever you want and show it in a nice shape, and you can organize it which you want to be first and which you want it to be the second. And now I'm going to show you. Only I can press. I'm going to show you on this stuff. You can change the name in front, and you can zoom it or not. And also you can save the report in many ways. You can save it in the report, in the Word, or you can move it to the Excel or any document you want. But this was the report. You cannot be goes to the Excel. But now I'm going to talk about the label. As you know, sometimes if you want to ship something or you want to make a file for anyone, you use the label, which you will summarize all the stuff you have. Now I'm going to show you how to make a label. Label, it's easy. For example, if I want to use it from the table, or I can use it from the query, which is already mixed with many stuff. I can only press create and press on the label. I will choose the size I wanted, and I can press whatever I want, and it's gonna show. And you can press tab to goes. And there's some, and it's gonna show you in this way. This is about the reports and the labels, and this is the end of our project. Thank you for anyone who sees our project and subscribe for it. And I would like to thank all my friends. Sultan.